Remote brain surgery in China. The patient was in a Beijing hospital, the neurosurgeon 3,000 kilometers away in the southern island province of Hainan. The live images and medical data were transmitted by an ultra-fast 5G wireless network with video conferencing and other technology from Huawei. This is just the latest example of the game-changing use of new super-fast 5G networks. Europe also wants to use the technology, but is facing a problem. Huawei is one of the main producers of 5G hardware, but the company is said to be too close to the Chinese government. Apart from unconfirmed allegations of espionage, there are concerns that Huawei technology could pose a security risk if it were used in sensitive infrastructure in Europe. We have to recognize that China is also pursuing its strategic interests through economic policy. So we mustn't be naive when it comes to important infrastructure projects like the awarding of 5G licenses. Complicating the move to next-generation mobile standards is pressure from the U.S. not to use Huawei hardware. China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi, meeting in Brussels with EU counterparts, called security warnings groundless and politically motivated and suggested they were designed to discredit Huawei. Up to now, wireless network operators in the EU could decide themselves whose technology they use. But in some countries in the bloc, the debate is growing about how to restrict the use of equipment from non-European companies that could pose a risk to critical infrastructure, and that could affect Huawei.
Our business correspondent, Paul-Christian Britz, is standing by in Mainz here in Germany, where the auction for 5G is taking place. Paul, how soon could 5G technology be a reality for German consumers?
Well, the super fast internet, unfortunately, isn't going to come as super fast as we'd like it. For 2022, the operators that are now bidding for the frequencies are required to have 98% of German households covered. So that's a long while until, and even then, they're going to be focusing more on the industry and on industrial use cases, which are likely to bring them more money. Also, it's not going to happen just, with someone turning the switch and then it's there. There has to be a lot of infrastructure built, and that's going to come incrementally.
But when it's finally there, as you say, industry, consumers, everybody's going to want 5G. How profitable could it be for the networks?
Well, that depends, and it depends in part on what is going to happen today and possibly the next few weeks when this auction happens, and how much money operators are actually going to spend on it. In 2000, we had network frequencies auctioned off, and they made 50 billion, but then companies ran out of money to build the infrastructure. Now we're looking at 3 to 5 billion probably, with companies having become more conservative. Also, the big question is, how much money is it really going to cost to build that infrastructure, to build these cell towers? A lot of cell towers have to be built, and it's still unclear what kind of technology can be used. Can operators use Huawei technology, or can they not, for example?
Paul-Christian Britz there in Mainz, Germany. Thank you so much.